preseason ranking in any sport shows recognition towards success in the past while suggesting there is still more to come in the future. For the Elon tennis program, this is true, as both the men's and women's teams have a doubles pair ranked by the Intercollegiate Tennis Association. On the women's side, the pair of Jordan Johnston and Frida Jonseker have received a preseason ranking of number 60 in the nation.
Preseason rankings are definitely different than regular season rankings, and it's really nice to be recognized, obviously, before, ITA is realizing that we have potential and that we've, played well the past couple years together.
We really deserve to be on the national ranking. We've lost 4 matches in the past 2 years, and we just play great together, and I love playing doubles with Jordan.
Both Johnston and Jonseker are solid singles players, but as a team in doubles, they're almost unbeatable. So what makes them work so well together?
They have great chemistry. They communicate very well as a doubles team. Their games complement each other perfectly. Frida likes to move a ton up at net, and Jordan's really good at setting her up. They also just have a very strong intensity level. They compete really hard every single day. They're ready to go, and they're just ready to take it to any of their opponents. So I think that's what sets them apart.
On the other side of the ball, senior Cameron Silverman and junior Stefan Fortman have earned a preseason ranking of number 16 in the nation, the highest in Elon tennis history.
It's pretty cool, we try and just go into tournament play and take it day by day, but obviously having that ranking behind your name is kind of a cool thing. It's something to look back on, be able to remember a lot of things that came with that ranking, so that's always kind of a neat thing. And then just being on that list with the most elite players in college tennis is something pretty cool.
With such a high ranking, other doubles teams might develop a sense of entitlement. But Fortman and Silverman know better and want to avoid that feeling.
Obviously, it's awesome. It's a great achievement, but if you take that the wrong way, then things could go south. If you start overthinking the ranking and start thinking you should be, beating all these teams, and then you take certain matches lighter than others. You can kind of go south if you have that mentality about it. I think it's great if you think the right way about it. You're there, but nothing's set in stone. You can always go back down, and I think me and Stefan have done a pretty good job not getting carried away thinking we're better than we are, and it's been good.
Like the women, Cameron and Stefan work very well together. And because of this, their coach knows they can keep improving even with such a high ranking.
I think there's a high ceiling for this team. When they're at their best, there's really no holes. Usually you can find a weakness in a team. This guy struggles returning serve, or this guy doesn't have a quite big enough serve. But when they're gelling well, they're really solid. And Cameron's a great finisher. He can finish the point off pretty well. Stefan's kind of like a rock. When he's playing well, he doesn't miss many balls, and Cameron usually finds a way to finish the point at the net. But there's really no holes in their game when they're on their A game, and it's just fun to watch, fun to coach.
The success of both the men's and women's doubles teams is due in part to the players buying into the Elon tennis system.
Well, doubles, when you come in as a freshman, normally the freshmen don't know how to play doubles, because in the junior circuit they play a lot of singles. Doubles isn't quite as emphasized. So these kids learn how to play doubles when they're in college a lot of times. Cameron and Stefan will both tell you when they first got here, things we were talking about were new to them. So if they buy into it, and if they're good players and you can get them in a good system, then their doubles can take off. So in that sense, it's been exciting to watch. I think both the men and women having a team that's ranked in doubles is pretty exciting. I don't think anybody else in the Southern Conference has that. And so for us to have that from both the men and women, I think is a pretty strong feat.